Hi everybody and welcome to Jacqueline Ann Designs, and this is my floss tube number 2, and welcome. I wanted to go into, first I'm going to do a haul, and it's going to include one quilting tidbit in it, but everything else is going to be either embroidery or cross stitch. Then I'm going to show you my whips when I get done with all of this. First of all, I want to show you some projects, though, that I'm about to start that I did talk about in my last floss tube video. And that one is this kit. It's a Dimensions Gold Collection Petites kit that is called Stacked Teacups. And I figured out I did get this used, so I must have gotten this at one of the thrift stores here in town. Because when I got in there, this cup here, there's a line above the very top of it that someone's already started to stitch and then just stopped on the Aida cloth. But it's going to be on 18 count Aida, and when it's finished, it'll be a 5x7 inch picture. Shouldn't take me that long to get that finished. But that's going to be a start either today or tomorrow. And then one day later in the week, I will be getting started on this. This is a kit that I purchased as an employee when I worked in Yellowstone several years back. I think it was when I worked out at Old Faithful that I bought this. It's counted cross stitch for a bison, a gray wolf, and a grizzly bear. And this was designed by the Posey Collection, which you'll find their designs in a lot of the national parks. And this will this is going to be finished size is 12.5 by 5.5, and it's on 18 count Charles Craft fabric. It looks like it's kind of a cream colored fabric looking in the back of the kit back here. So I'm going to be getting that started here in the next few days. And some other things is I'm going to be getting, now I'm going to talk about my haul, and the main reason is I had some gift cards. I am on a no-buy 4-month period of time. But I was rummaging through some stuff here and came across gift cards, and I checked and they had a balance on them still. So I actually think what they were was gift cards I had purchased to give to people and ended up giving them a regular gift instead. So I'm going to show you what all I got with these. And I'm trying to improve what my goal for this 2025 as far as embroidery, any kind of stitching, is to improve my stitch work and all my different embroidery stitches. So I bought these 2 kits and 2 sets, and each set has 4 separate kits in them. It came with 1 hoop in addition to this. This first one, it's birds. See, this one's a blue bird on a branch. And these are not cross-stitch. These are regular embroidery. And then it came with this kit, which is another type of bird. It looks like with cherry blossoms or apple blossoms. I'm not sure. And I do not know the name brand of these. I just got them off of Amazon. It says it's Fei Yang. So they're Asian. So that's all I really know. There's no brand name on them. And it doesn't give the name of the birds or anything. But here is the third one. And sorry, I hope the cellophane is not making this impossible to see. And then here is the fourth one. But these were very, very inexpensive. I just kind of figure if I mess them up. But aren't they pretty? Because, it's focusing on a lot of satin stitches. And my satin stitching is terrible. So what I'm really hoping is that by the time I get done with this, that will have dramatically improved. I'm planning on getting one of these birds going sometime in the next 2 weeks. Now the next set that I got were all floral, and these once again do not have a brand name on them. They just are called embroidery DIY art kits. And this one, it was one of the choices. The Amazon ad had several different choices. There was the birds, and then there were these florals, and then there were some others. But these are the ones I chose because looking at them, I think the stitching that's in them are some things that will be helpful for me to practice in. And these are all on like a cotton, almost like a cross between a canvas and a regular, like quilt. It's not quilter's cotton. It's a coarser and heavier weave than that. But anyway, and they are on the colors as in the picture, but if you look closely at them, there is all kinds of, there are multiple different stitches that you'll have to do when you do this. And that's why I got them. I think I'll learn a lot off doing them. So one of these in the next 2 weeks will get started as well. It'll be on my WIP list. And you can see here they're not cross-stitch once again though. So for those of you who don't want to see anything other than cross-stitch, these might not interest you. But they're all different flowers. There's some weaving in there, you know, different dimensional techniques, if you look closely. Okay. So that I got those. And then another thing that I got with the gift certificate, the gift card, was 2 books. And this first one, I hope it's going to be front facing in the video when you see it. Because definitely I'm looking at it here and it is everything's in reverse. But you can still see the object here. But it's called Jane Austen Embroidery, and it's Regency patterns reimagined for modern day stitchers. This is a beautiful book. I'm going to do every project in here over the course of time. I'm telling you, it is beautiful. Now, these are not your typical Jane Austen era pattern as far as the embroidery patterns themselves. A lot of the items in here would have been things that people in that day and age had on their dressing table, things like that. But they definitely have a modern twist to them, but it's beautiful. And here in the book, like they'll have an example of, you know, tell you how to mark out the design and then how to do the design. There's both color pictures and black and white. There's beadwork in here. See this? This is a pencil case. But I imagine it could be for glasses as well. There's just different projects in here. There's pictures. There's a huswith, you know, a huswith that like people use to keep all of their sewing tools in. There's scissors cases. There are this set here has got a scissors case that you can do, a needle case, and also a pin cushion. And look at how pretty they are. And see, if you look closely at it, it's going to teach you how to do that. You're going to end up learning quite a bit when you get done. To me, this is a beautiful book. It shows you how to set everything up, how to do it on all these projects. And I'm thinking there are a total of, and all of these are derived from a magazine from that was out being published in the 1770s through 1832. And it was called Ladies Magazine, which was a monthly periodical. And apparently Jane Austen, that was something that she would have read during that time. But you have the scissors, the pin cushion, and the needle book. You also have this this little bag here, and there's a specific name for this bag. There's a tablecloth project here and napkins. There's also a tablet cover. There's a wooden box project in here, and you would cover the top. Here is an apron. I believe this is a wallet right here. Here is another bag. And it's got, that bag has got a lot of gold work and stuff on it. And then this is a cell phone cover. And this is addition to the pencil case, different things like that I already showed you. There's a lot of projects in this book. I'm going to hold this up. Hopefully you can see the ISBN number if you are interested. I got this off Amazon from a used bookseller. They had it on their new, but I saved like almost $10 and got it from a used bookseller on there. And I was able to use my Amazon card, so I was happy. But anyway, so there is that. And so I got that book. And then I got, oh my gosh, this young lady is so talented from this book right here. Okay. It's called Paint with Thread. And her name is Emily Ferris. And it's a step-by-step guide to embroidery through the seasons. And she does all of her thread painting with a single strand. And it is gorgeous. I cannot wait. This is one of the projects that's in the book. And, you know, she is very, very young. When I looked at how these pictures were turning out in this book, here's all some of the projects that are in here. I thought, oh my gosh, she must be old to have her work be so gorgeous. But she's very, very young woman. Ultra, ultra talented. And she's got in the back of the book, these are small projects. The pictures make them look like they're bigger to me. But she's got all the iron-ons in the back. This dandelion here she suggests that you do this one first. I probably, as far as using the iron-ons, probably won't use them. I'll probably either draw them out myself to make them the size that I want them to be, or I'll trace that away, because I don't want the picture to fade in case I want to do more than one project more than one time. But very, very, let me see if I can go to the front and find the picture of her. She's got a big, pretty smile. Very talented young lady. She does work in a lot of silks. But very, very talented young lady. She's quite an artist. And she even tells you how to get your hoops and refinish them so they look like this so you can use them for your frames. Anyway, you know, you don't have to go, because, you know, there's some that you can buy all finished, but they're quite expensive. And she shows in here how to draw out yourself if you don't want to use the iron-on. But anyway, I'm very, very pleased with this book. It's beautiful. And I'm going to also put this one here so you can see the ISBN number. And like I say, I hope that when this is published, everything is not in reverse. I don't know why that turns out that way. So there's that book. Now, and I had some points. I have, over the past year, bought a lot of patterns from the Collage Quilter. Her name is Emily Taylor. And I have a relative that has a horse. It's a beautiful horse. And so I decided I wanted to do this wall panel. I'm going to customize this collage for her horse. But I did order the panel. It's a foundation panel, which means pattern, which means it comes with the fabric, a fabric background. And what you end up doing is covering this entire background to do it. It's quite a large pattern. I'm trying to find the finished quilt, finished wall quilt, but it's a wall hanging. It's nothing to go on the bed. So it'll be 36 by 47 inches. So it's a large wall hanging, but I'm going to make this for a relative of mine. Like I say, she's got a horse. And he looks like this horse in that his hair is down here and all of that, but he's dark brown. He's not gray, and he's not the same colors. He's very dark brown, almost black on some parts of his body. And then he's got this white thing that comes down the front of his forehead, and it gets narrower as it gets closer to his nose. So I think it will be pretty easy for me to convert this pattern, even all the muscle details and everything that she's got here where you can see the muscles. I think all of that's going to be pretty easy to me to convert over to his coloration. So, it's going to be a little while before I get to work on this, because I need to buy the fabric to do it, and I'm on a no-buy. So it's going to be at least April or May before I get to buy the fabric for this. I need to figure out when her birthday is, but that's when I'm hoping to have it ready to give her for her birthday. Now, as far as works in progress that I have already started, you guys remember when my first floss tube was strictly about things I was going to do because I hadn't done anything. Now, I have gotten some things barely started. Now, this particular kit, this was one of the pre-printed complete coverage kits that I have, and it's Van Gogh's Starry, Starry Nights. It's a Joy Sunday cross-stitch kit. It's on 11 count Aida with 3 strands of thread, and I barely have only had a few minutes to spend with this one. So let me find it. All I've gotten done is this little corner right up here. So right here. But I think what I'm going to do is I've already kind of discovered that I love the graph here. That I'm going to figure out an easier way to do this, and I think I'm going to do this with all of my cross stitch just by using basting thread and basting it in. But so that one has been, it's officially a whip now. I only had about 15 minutes that I got to devote on it so far. So that one has been started. Okay. Now, another one that I have started is this one. And I told you guys about this one on my last floss tube, but I could not find it. And this is one that I don't remember what I paid for it. I do know I got it in a thrift shop, so it wasn't very much money. And it's an all red alphabet sampler, by Design Works. Doesn't give the name of the person that designed the pattern. So I don't know how old this pattern is at all. But you can see that it's got a pattern up here, and then cherries, and then this beautiful alphabet. And when it's done, it'll be 9 inches by 20 inches. Okay. Fold it and you can see it better. And I elected to dye the material that came with it. I just did not like it. It was stark white. So I tea dyed it, and I like it better tea dyed. Now, there are some pretty dramatic errors on here. You're going to see them almost right away if you look. Like right here, this one is down a whole row. This little piece here, it's down a whole row. There are some of them that are over a little bit too far. So, but I started looking at it, and I thought, am I going to take it all out? No, I'm not. What I'm going to do, though, is simplify it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and continue working on this kind of zigzag pattern. And then I'm going to come back and do all of these little octagon shapes with that. So I'm going to do that border. and finish that across here probably in the next day or two. I should be able to get the top border finished, and then I'll start working on the bottom border. So that's where I'm at on that sampler. This will be my very first sampler. Now, I wanted to get started on my bookmarks, but I don't have the fabric. I love bookmarks. Now, I do have some other bookmark kits that I bought when I was in Scotland. I just had to figure out what I did with them. So I'll find them. They're in here somewhere. Another one that I did start working on, and it's now officially a whip, is this little pin cushion that once again I bought as an employee in the when I worked in the Old Faithful gift shop. I don't remember if I bought this when I was out at Fishing Bridge, working at the ranger station there, or out at the visitor center in Old Faithful. I don't remember. But this is another one from the Posey collection. This one does say it's designed by Barbara Bangser, and I do believe that's who designed the one with the wolf and the bears as well. But it's just a picture of Old Faithful with an alphabet around it. And you can see, I haven't gotten very far yet. It's a very small project. It will be a pin cushion. My goal right now is to get this, if you look at the picture there, I'm having a difficult time seeing this one. It's an 18 count, and I've had a lot of difficulty seeing it. So what I've decided to do is finish this inside red border all the way around, and then I'll go back to working on the tree. I think it'll be easier to count over and to do the tree from there. And inside of this, it's total coverage inside of this little red border. And then I had said I wasn't going to do the alphabet, but I think I am. I think I've decided I like the alphabet, and I'm going to go ahead and do the alphabet. So that's it. That's what I got started over the past 2.5 weeks. And I would have had more of it done, actually, but I've been really intently working on a still life. If you want to find out about that, look at my other videos. I've got a video in my Slow Stitch under Roxy's Journals of Stitchery where I'm working on it's very large wall hanging that's, a lot fabric collage, and it's going to end up with a lot of embroidery, probably some beadwork. I haven't decided if I'm going to do beadwork on that or not. But if you're interested in that, go and see that. My goal is over by the time the end of February is here, I will also have another one of these kits here started. And I just, these Asian kits that I got for $2 off Marketplace. There was an elderly lady on there who had, I guess, bought them and decided she wanted to sell them. And I found a bunch of, I haven't ordered them yet, and they're not like this. They're kits that, and they're not kits, they're just patterns that were produced in the United States of different Van Gogh pictures to do. Found them on the on Amazon, actually. And I'm kind of in love with the thought of doing them. They're solid coverage. I don't know when I'll get them done, but I have them on my list on Amazon. Like I say, I'm on a no buy right now. So, but I hope they don't all sell out before I can actually get them, because the thing keeps popping up. Only 3 left, so, what can you say? I'll bet you they're out there somewhere, even if that seller there sells them all out. But I'm going to get that going. So there's this, and then I'm going to get one of the other kits going. I haven't decided if it's going to be I think, if you remember in my last video, there was one that was just a big floral, a solid color roses floral. And that one is really intriguing to me because I love florals. So I'm hoping to get that one started. But so anyway, that's my work in progress, plus my Amazon haul, and plus my collage quilter purchase for this week. There's no more purchases because there's no more gift cards. I am going to be adhering to this no purchase 4 months. So it's the first 4 months of this year, January, February, March, and April. So it'll be the end of April so in other words, May, before I can really do any purchasing. So if I had not come across this gift card, I would not have purchased these things. So no craft purchases until then. But I have plenty of projects here to keep me busy. If you remember from my video about my 2025 cross stitch plans for Flosstube, I do have, I think, enough Aida cloth to get one more of those started that are just a pattern. I might be able to get 2. I can't remember how much Aida cloth is in the package because there was a cow, and then there was another small one with some sheep. It's spring, it says. So my hope is that I've got enough fabric to get those 2 projects started. If not, it'll just be 1. So without further ado, I will get busy stitching, and I will see you guys in another couple of weeks when I'll give you an update, and when I do Flosstube number 3. Love y'all. Bye-bye.